It was supposed to be just another feel-good celebrity interview. Khloé Kardashian walked onto the set of the Kelly Clarkson Show expecting light conversation about her new Good American campaign, family life, motherhood, and her ongoing wellness journey. She smiled, waved at the cheering audience, and took her seat beside Kelly, America's sweetheart-turned-daytime talk queen. But something felt off from the very beginning. Kelly's famously warm grin seemed strained, almost rehearsed. Khloé, usually poised and chatty, gave answers that felt shorter, more cautious than usual. The audience picked up on the tension almost instantly. The laughter was quieter. The applause didn't carry the same energy. Something was brewing beneath the surface. And then, everything unraveled. About 10 minutes into the interview, Kelly shifted her tone. Gone was the easy banter about fashion and family. Instead, she leaned in and asked a question that no one expected, least of all Khloé. You've always talked about body positivity, but how do you reconcile promoting that while also editing photos and selling an unattainable standard to young girls? The words hit the air like a slap. For a split second, the studio was frozen. No laughter, no movement, just silence. Khloé blinked, visibly stunned. Are you serious right now? She asked. Kelly didn't back down. She doubled down. Don't you think there's a contradiction in saying, love yourself, while face-tuning yourself beyond? Recognition? Gasps rippled through the audience. A few people even muttered out loud. This wasn't the interview they came to see. Khloé leaned forward, her voice tight. You know what's contradictory? Women tearing each other down under the guise of empowerment. The tension in the room thickened. Kelly's expression hardened. This isn't about tearing down, it's about accountability. You have massive influence, and with that influence comes responsibility. Khloé's jaw clenched. And what about your responsibility, Kelly? To not ambush your guests on national TV for ratings? The audience didn't know what to do. Some clapped. Others sat stone-faced, shocked. Kelly, her tone sharp but calm, replied, I don't need ratings, Khloé. I just don't believe in letting things slide when young girls are out here thinking they're not enough because of what they see online. By then, Khloé was visibly shaking. Folding her arms, she muttered, Wow. So this is what we're doing. You invited me here to lecture me. Kelly tried to redirect. Let's talk about your new campaign. But Khloé cut her off. No, I think we're done. She unhooked her microphone, her hands trembling. Standing slowly, she looked out at the silent crowd. Her voice cracked as she said, I've done a lot of interviews, but this one was just mean. And then, Khloé Kardashian walked off set. Kelly sat frozen in her chair, staring into the cameras as producers scrambled to cut to commercial. But it was too late. The moment had already aired live across multiple time zones. Backstage, chaos erupted. Khloé's team accused producers of setting her up. Kelly, however, stood firm. I asked a fair question, she told her staff. I wasn't rude. I was honest. But whispers among the crew told a different story. There's a way to ask tough questions, one crew member said. That wasn't it. Within minutes, social media caught fire. Hashtags trended worldwide. Team Khloé, Kelly the Bully, and Ambush TV. Fans were divided. Some praised Kelly for being brave enough to say what many people thought. Others accused her of humiliating a guest who had come in good faith. Celebrities quickly took sides. Jamila Jamil tweeted in Khloé's defense, Women don't owe you public confessions or performative trauma, especially not on national television. Whoopi Goldberg weighed in the next morning on The View. You don't invite someone into your house just to call them a hypocrite. That's not journalism, that's ambush. The firestorm only intensified when leaked backstage footage surfaced online. In the video, Khloé sat crying in a dressing room, wiping her face with tissues. She embarrassed me in front of millions, she sobbed to her publicist. I came here to talk about my brand, not get judged. The clip went viral, sparking a massive wave of sympathy for Khloé. Commentators accused Kelly of crossing a line from tough interviewer to cruel opportunist. Then came the bombshell, a leaked email from an NBC producer dated a week before the taping appeared online. It included a segment outline with the line, "Kelly should push here, will spark social media convo." Suddenly, the confrontation didn't look like Kelly speaking from the heart. It looked planned, premeditated, a ratings stunt disguised as authenticity. The fallout was immediate. Advertisers began pulling their spots. Guests canceled upcoming appearances. Ratings for the Kelly Clarkson Show plummeted 22% in just 2 weeks. Meanwhile, Khloé was playing her next move perfectly. Instead of retreating, she leaned into the narrative. She agreed to appear on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, a safe environment where she knew she'd be treated with kindness. There, she delivered her most powerful response yet. "I'm not perfect," she told Jimmy, her voice steady. "But I didn't deserve what happened to me on that couch. That wasn't empowerment. That was entertainment at someone else's expense." The audience roared with applause. Social media exploded with support. Khloé had turned victimhood into victory. Days later, she announced a surprise partnership with Dove, a body-positive skincare campaign featuring unfiltered raw images of herself. The tagline, "This is me, no edits, no shame." The campaign went viral instantly. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. Behind the scenes at NBC, executives were in panic mode. Kelly's once spotless reputation as America's sweetheart was now tarnished. Her brand, built on authenticity and kindness, suddenly looked weaponized. She had gone from beloved to villain in the span of 2 weeks. Even Kris Jenner entered the fray, posting a sharp Instagram story. "We don't do fake friends, and we don't tolerate ambushes, period. And when Kris speaks, the industry listens." One by one, celebrities and influencers lined up behind Khloé. Selena Gomez posted a photo hugging her with the caption, "We lift each other up. That's what real women do." Drew Barrymore shared a cryptic message about kindness that fans interpreted as shade toward Kelly. The tide was unstoppable. By the time the dust settled, the contrast was striking. Kelly Clarkson had lost ratings, advertisers, and her untouchable reputation. Khloé Kardashian had gained sympathy, respect, and a viral new campaign that positioned her as the face of raw honesty. The ambush meant to expose her hypocrisy had, ironically, cemented her as a survivor, a woman who walked away mid-sentence and came out stronger than ever.